thank you, Philip, for joining us on Radio Italia Uno to talk about the very imminent Adelaide Italian Festival.
Piacere and benvenuti a tutti.
Yes, we've had a couple of conversations with Gina, and we'll also be talking to some of the people who are participating specifically in the festival. But give us a bit of background just generally. Well, let's just take a step back. How long does it take to organise something like this? Does it take a whole year or 2 years?
We start planning 12 months. We start planning 12 months in advance. So we're already starting to talk about what we're thinking wanting to do for next year. And so you need to do that, especially if you want to book some acts and do some things and be a little bit innovative. You have to think ahead of time. You just can't make this happen all in a month. So
yeah,
we're a significant open access event, and we've got 60 events that are open access over 10 days to 2 weeks. So it's a very big affair involving significant organising to do. So it takes a whole year.
Having a look at the program, I can see it's developing in nuance and sophistication, I think, over time. Are there some major themes or attractions that we can think about?
For this year, is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Look, we've always had the view that it has to have cultural significance and it has to have community impact, and it has to be a platform to engage all the sectors of our community. And especially we've taken the view that and the young ones into our community and bring them through. And we use the festival as a wonderful medium and platform to do that. And there's nothing else really that gets them all together. But the festa is a very vibrant celebration of our Italian heritage, our language, our food, our creativity, and then also we compare that heritage to contemporary Italy today. So we do that, and the idea is to bring people together, bring our community together, and not only celebrate but showcase. And the opportunity is for the non-Italian as much as it is for the Italian person in our community. And we try and ensure that the program is very diverse and very inclusive. We have a wonderful website if people need to know and want to embrace it more. There is so much information on the website. And the website this year is an upgrade and improvement from the years we've had before. So each year we're upgrading and professionalizing what we do. This year, it's growing so big that we've had to employ on a part-time basis professional event managers, people that do Tasting Australia, people that do some football things, and a number of those large-scale events. And so we've had to bring them on to professionalize and make it better and better presented. So it's a growing affair, and it's each year is getting bigger and hopefully better. You'll see this year that the program itself is in its written form and package form is better curated, better prepared, much more easy and reader friendly. Wonderful. And we've got some really good, outstanding events this year. Not only do we have the opening festival at the Plaza, and the government were very keen for us to have it there, but all the precinct partners like the Walkers Group and the Sky City Group and Flinders University Group and the festival group itself have all lent a hand and assisted us and co-badged and co-sponsored some of those things to make sure we have a good event. We've got a bigger footprint this year, so you will have more space. We'll have La Via del Gusto, so the tasting lane, where we'll have a lot of the food stuff. We'll have a little area which is we're going to call Osteria Terrazzo. So there'll be like a little mini restaurant set up, like a little osteria, as well as the whole host of other food groups and food vans and food opportunities, much more than last year. So it should be bigger and better than last year. And we're sort of catering and putting it on over 2 days. And so that we're hoping that all goes really, really well. And of course, very weather dependent, of course. But
Yep,
then
yep.
we've got a better lineup of entertainment and DJs. We've got DJ Lewis, and we've got Liotta from Melbourne coming over to do a stint, and then for the young people, there's we've been able to co-badge and coexist with the Ciao Bella festival. They'll have an Italian dance festival, which will be down at Morford Vale on the last Sunday. There's an operativo event which Cheech are putting on to reflect more
Mhm.
that opera style for the different people. We have a long lunch, closing lunch. So there's lots for everybody, and at different price ranges. As a signature event, we even have we're doing our own film night, and it's a Gucci film down at Palace Nova in the middle of the week. So there's plenty on, and then we have, of course, the traditional mass, which we make sure is a very big and important part of our festival each and every year. So we call it the Journey Mass,
Yeah.
and it's a mass to give credence and respect to all those who migrated here, and takes them back through that journey. So there's a lot on. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah,
And as I
yeah.
said,
So
60, 70 events, that 2 weeks.
you talked about the youth, and I've always been impressed on certainly on the opening event. A lot of young people participating. It was very, very good, very encouraging to see. And you've mentioned a few others that
And
at
that's
other
great.
events
Yeah, very
that
proud.
should be interesting for them. So this mass. So remind us, when is the mass, the journey mass?
So the math is on the Saturday,
Yes.
and it's at 3:30. And what will happen is we'll have the various saint banners, all those carrying the banners of the various saints from the different various festa groups coming down and doing like a little mini procession for the mass. There'll be some choirs in there, and it should be really, really nice. And it's always a nice reflection piece, and people get quite emotional
So
for it.
that
So
this
we try and encourage as many people to come along.
and the Saturday at the Cathedral, St. Francis Xavier.
That's right, at St. Francis, yeah, in the city. And it was always part of the old Carnivale, and we always had that mass, and so we've
Yeah,
continued on with that tradition. But we have it at the cathedral itself,
yeah,
and the cathedral have been the archdiocese have been very, very collaborative and very helpful, and look forward to having us there every year. So
yes. And I noticed there's been probably even before the opening, a major cycling event, or several activities actually, called as
that's right.
La Grande
That's
Gita.
right. It'll La Grande Gita, and that'll be this year. It's the last few years. It's been in the Barossa Valley. And this year we've decided to change it and go down to the McLaren Vale, and
Mm.
specifically it would be held at Serafino's, and the
Oh,
Serafino team have been very, very generous to give us the area outside, and so we should be. I think we're already got 300 riders that are registered for the day, and we're expecting a crowd of 7, 8, 900 people to be there on the day. So
yeah.
that's a reoccurring event, and each year it sort of just gets that little bit bigger and better. So
Is it for professional
and
cyclists?
we
How
do
does it
that
work?
in conjunction with bikers.
Yes.
No, it can be so we've got different distances. So the professional cyclists will do the 80K run,
Uh,
or the 60K run, but we also have a 10 kilometer one, and then we also have a 20 one. And then what happens with that, it's more a ride than a race.
good.
And with the
Yes.
ride, we will stop at you can stop at various wineries, stop, have a drink, have a
Oh,
chat, do a little bit of tasting, get on your bike, and then go.
oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. So
So
it's as I said, it's more a ride than it is a race.
yeah.
For
So
the
that's.
professional group, they'll be probably racing.
Oh, well, no,
That's
Gita.
why it's called
That's
a Jita. So
Gita.
Yes.
So you can make it as
So,
easygoing or and happy as you like.
yeah,
That's
you don't have to
wonderful.
be professional. And what happens is, families do it, their parents and children and the young ones all get together and go off as a group, and it's all very safe. It's being co-managed and by Bike SA, who run all those major bike events right across the year, and they're a full professional outfit, and they do this on an almost weekly basis, and so we're very honoured that have a collaboration with them, and it should be a great day. And as I said, Serafina Winery will be a great, wonderful site, and and a common site that most people know and have been
Oh yeah.
to, and you'll have Steve and Maria Milieri there, and I think the Milieris are putting their own little cycle team together,
Ah,
and so
cool.
that'll
No,
be
it's a
wonderful.
lovely spot, lovely location.
Yeah,
Brilliant. And the weather
yeah.
should be fine. It's cool. So there's lots of
Well, I haven't
food.
looked at the weather today, but I think they're understanding that there should be some food and drink and all that opportunity there. So,
Yeah.
so it will
And
be well activated. Yeah.
throughout the festival, several clubs, Italian clubs, are putting on events. I'm seeing some events also, the food related events also in some businesses, restaurants, cafes. I've noticed,
That's
I
right.
think the Campbelltown City Council is participating as a council in some events.
that's right. Yeah, yeah. They are. They did so last year as well,
Okay.
and they're contributing this year as well. So it's an opportunity for anybody to put on an event and under a co-badge under the festival banner, and then we'll promote that, and then they put it on, and it becomes their event. And I think the Campbelltown Council are looking forward. The Nord Council are putting on a different type of event. They're putting on a bit of a lecture and a set of speakers this year, but and they already have plans to do something even more again next year. So and then also at the town hall, Chicha putting on that like that operativo where they've got
Opera,
four
yeah, yeah.
opera
Opera
singers on
Primavera.
Saturday.
Yes,
Yeah, right?
that's right. We've
That's right, opera
spoken
primavera.
to
Uh,
Eugene Raccanti.
and that should be wonderful as well. That's going to be a big day on that Sunday because we'll have the festival's long lunch, which will be at Roma Restaurant in the city, and
Okay.
then there'll be the Opera Primavera, and got the Bellezza group
Yeah.
doing all the big disco dance party down at Morford Vale. So it'll be a very big day, and then you've got the Sagra. Um, Going on at the Fugalar through the festival as well, and they've been able to get together a whole range of those northern Italian clubs to come together and put on their
Mhm.
own like little mini festival, and then but the various different Italian clubs are doing different things. The Marca Club are doing their traditional midweek evening where they do their own local Marchigiani food.
Le
Some of the
Olive,
other clubs
Olive
are doing.
Ascolane.
That's right.
Le Olive
And then
Ascolane.
the Villa are doing, something, and then a number of the other clubs are getting involved in different ways. So it's good. We've
Yeah.
got enough of there for tradition, and all the way through to the contemporary modern. And you can go into some restaurants, and they'll have some very, very top class, high class sort of meals. Obviously, it'll be priced accordingly, but
Mm.
there'll be enough to suit the various different markets. Yeah.
Yeah. Different
There's
budgets,
lots
different
there's
interests. Yep. Yes, in
sorry.
fact, yes, a different market, different budgets, different interests, different likes.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
right. But it's got to be something there for everyone. So,
yes. Now you mentioned a movie night that's you're putting on the festival. So tell us about this movie night.
well, the movie night is it's put on in conjunction with Palace Nova, who normally
Mhm.
do the normal Italian film festival. They've decided to, and it's a film about the Gucci family. And so it'll be a little bit more than there'll be drinks at the beginning, and there'll be some
Mm.
nibbles and some things. So it'll be a wonderful night to come along and not only see a great movie, but it'll be a great buzz. And you'll get a little bit of, as I said, some drinks and nibbles at the beginning, and some other packaging and that sort of thing. So it should be a really, really excellent. night if you want some entertaining. It's not that expensive either, and looking forward. So we're hoping, I think the capacity is about 120 for that film, and it should sort of fill out really quickly. So
Yes. Yeah. Okay. And now you said, there's a very good program, a paper hard copy program, but the website is also, I think,
yeah.
like I say, much improved. It's very informative. So how do we find it? I usually, people give out URLs, but I usually do a search, Adelaide Italian Festival, and it will come up as in a
Yeah,
Google
look,
search.
if you want to, if you can't get your hands on a printed copy,
Mm.
because there is a number of printed copies. And if you go into all the Romeo stores, they should have printed copies. If you want to come to Saya, we've got printed copies there. I'm sure there are a range of other outlets with some printed copies, but otherwise, it's available on the website. And we've gone out of our way to upgrade the website this year because it had limited
Yes.
capacity. So you should find that all that you want is there, including if you want to book that
Yes.
Osteria Terrazzo in 2 nights. You can go onto the website and book your meal or your placing or a booking before the event, so before arriving there on the day. And I sort of encourage people to do that, and so it should be done really, really nicely, and should be a very good meal and be
Uh,
entertaining. But
who's
so
organising
lots
it?
to do.
The Osteria Terrazzo. Who's organising it?
So that is the crew behind that is Olio Catering. So I don't know if you
Oh,
know Vinny Vinny Clementi, and she is a wonderful caterer and provider of good quality food.
mm.
And she's taken on this little venture to set up like a little mini restaurant there on the plaza. And it should be stunning. Should be really, really good.
Okay. I think Clemente is a big name, historic name in the Adelaide Italian restoration area.
Yeah,
That's the old De
that's
Clemente
that's right.
many years ago. Yes, yeah. Okay, okay.
That's
Thank you
right.
very
A different
much.
family, but a good surname nonetheless.
Thank you very much, Philip, for having come
Always a pleasure.
to Italiano today to give us some more updates on the Adelaide Italian Festival starting next week. Cool. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. We look forward to having everyone there, and look forward for the opportunity to bringing everyone together and celebrating the culture and in a very vibrant and creative and inclusive environment. So it should be a wonderful occasion, and we're very proud, and we think it's probably going to be the biggest and best festival that we've put on yet. So we're hoping all goes well, and the weather is good to us as well. So
Yes, indeed. Thanks.
thank you very much for having us, and thank you.